All right. Grand Theft Auto, the definitive edition. What is it called? It has a stupid name. It's like,
It is a definitive edition.
it's called the Trilogy, the definitive edition. Anyway, what are your thoughts on it?
I think it was really rushed. I think it's kind of scary with game development, the way it's heading. Because back in the day, a lot of artists, a lot of developers were putting their heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears into producing games with rich content. When you paid like $60 for a game, you would get exactly what you want. You wouldn't get a botched product. So with this trilogy, what the company did, Rockstar rented or hired some external company, and these devs, they have a artificial intelligence software. So they threw all 3 games into an AI to just upscale everything. And what you get is this disgusting garbage that we see right here. The face models, like look at her.
Yep.
What's
my
wrong with
problem
them?
is there's some benefits, like has a better frame rate, it has better resolution, you could play it with slightly better controls, the aiming and all that, but it looks better, but then the art style overall looks way worse. Like it just looks stupid. The character models look retarded. Like, I feel like old games, they had bad graphics just because of the technology, but the developers compensated by having like a consistent art style that didn't look stupid.
I think what sucks is that they didn't bother checking the AI's work, because there's tons of mistakes. There's tons of spelling mistakes. And,
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
text errors. And not only that, but I think the biggest red flag was the removal of fog. So people in the comment section reminiscing of GTA San Andreas, why they like going up to high places like Mount Chiliad or even big buildings, is because you would see a vista view, and as a kid everything's awestruck and awe-inspiring. You're soaking it up. So in this game, if you take a plane, you just see all the city and it's just bare bones dead.
Yeah, like the fog was there because of the limitation, but it actually added to the sense of like this. It made the city look bigger.
Scale.
Yeah, because you can't see towards the end. But now that you can see towards the end, it just makes it look like a I don't know, it's like a little toy city.
No,
It's not even that big.
It makes me think of that Unity engine games where there's like no fog. It just looks so cheap.
Yeah, I just don't, because Rockstar with GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, you know that they have like so much attention to detail. Like they are the developer that they break their balls over the smallest little animation, and they're just so focused on the small things. And they didn't create this. I don't know why it was done like this. It was just given to, I think, the mobile GTA developer who did the mobile versions of the games.
What I heard was, I think Young mentioned it, is that they remastered the mobile version, and the mobile version already had a lot of critics, a lot of criticism. I think what also was dumbfounded is the trailer. The trailer for a definitive edition hyped up a lot of people. In fact, it had a lot of likes. I don't know if you remember, but
Yeah, because they picked the best footage. Like there are some things that look good, like the Vice City nighttime lights are all reflecting, because now they have that technology where the lights reflect off of the environments and it looks good. But it's the smaller things. It's the character models, spelling errors. I saw things that didn't even make sense, like a pizzeria had pictures of burgers and not pizza in the store. Like stupid things like that.
dude, this trailer fooled everybody.
Yeah,
Because it looks so good, but when you play it, everything's so broken.
Yeah.
And I think, oh god, that rain just is unacceptable.
That's the cheapest looking rain, because it's just a little animation they just put on the screen. It's not even like the rain is in the world and has like depth. It's literally like just on the player's screen, just this tons of rain coming down and makes it hard to see. I don't know.
I think their modern improvements to the gameplay. I mean, GTA, the original trilogy didn't have the best gameplay, like gunplay.
It has horrible gameplay compared to.
But people liked it for the story and the open world. So they did do some quality of life improvements. There was like a way they changed the way you shoot. Apparently,
yeah.
They have a mini map. I don't know if that was there before.
Do you know how San Andreas, how the gameplay was, like the shooting?
It was. It's been so long.
So
It's
basically,
like choppy.
This is back to the PS2 era. So you hold R1 or right bumper to aim, and it just automatically locks onto an enemy, and then you press circle to shoot, and you are stationary. Oh yeah, it was auto aim. You could do free aim, but it felt horrible, and the guns are really inaccurate. But they made it now so all 3 games you can choose free aim, where now you can run and aim like a normal game. I'm assuming with L2 and R2, it's just the modern control. So that's good. Like this had so much potential. I actually was gonna buy it before I saw the reviews and the previews. I was gonna buy it because I never even played Grand Theft Auto 3 or Vice City. I wanted to play them at a good frame rate, good resolution with better controls, just to enjoy the nostalgia and the story, especially San Andreas.
Well, it had a 0.2 approval rating, a 0.2, and that was in the category and tier list of the FIFA games, those EA Sports games. You just turn on every year, and it's the laziest copy paste you can think of. Oh, Cyberpunk. The people were comparing this to Cyberpunk.
It basically is the new Cyberpunk. I just don't understand because Rockstar.
Because there's so much childhood hype for this.
Yeah, but Rockstar, they're probably like one of the most profitable game companies. Like they've been profiting off of GTA 5 for
but
like
they've been
decade.
coasting.
Yeah, but with GTA Online, the amount of money they're making, they could have put the effort. They could have actually made this themselves, not just give it to the mobile developer. They could have done it themselves.
It's the boardroom executives, man. Yeah, the guys in the suits that just want to hit quotas and metrics, numbers. Then they are the ones making the decisions. So the developers, I feel bad for them. They have to deal with time crunches, or maybe just less resources.
Did you see that they put out like an apology?
Yes, and I think did they take it down from the stores?
I don't think. The game.
You know what happened on PC? So on Steam, they actually removed the original San Andreas, like the original like GTA games.
Yeah, they removed that from the PlayStation.
They reposted
store.
it. They put it back. They wanted everybody to get the definitive edition, and not only that, on the PC community, Rockstar has been going after modders, and modders do a better job than what the hell this was.
Yeah,
and it's crazy what modders can do.
Yeah, you look up GTA 4K ultra realistic graphics mods, like that is the potential that we will never get from Rockstar, apparently. I just don't understand how this company did not put more effort, and they just put out something that's gonna garner them such bad press for no reason.
Because the textures look flat in the definitive. Everything looks bland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like it looks cartoony now. The other games, they weren't a cartoon game. Like it wasn't. GTA San Andreas wasn't like a cartoon art style. It was just PS2 bad graphics. But now it's like they changed the entire art style to be a cartoon, just because they didn't want to put in the effort to make the graphics what they could be with modern day.
Look at that, no fog. Look at that disgusting rain.
And the funniest part is how on our next gen consoles like PS5 and the Series X, it has performance problems. It doesn't even run at a solid 60 frames. With these trash graphics from PS2 games, it can't even run properly. Meanwhile, you have all these amazing looking next gen games that run at a solid frame rate.
You know, I thought it was too good to be true, because when it comes to remastering or redoing a game, even one game takes a while to redo from scratch. So the fact that they did all 3 at once shows that, yeah, they just threw it into an AI upscaler and called it a day. It was the laziest amount of effort you could possibly make, because no human intervention was done to touch up on the details. And what do you think about artificial intelligence? Well, I think it's great, because it can help with improving the efficiency of the workload. But if you just leave everything to AI without that human touch, then you're gonna be left with whatever this was.
Yeah, I mean it's less work for the developers. They don't have to go, by hand create everything new. Is that true that it was an AI that did it?
Yeah, an
Oh
AI
my God.
upscaler.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the developers from that company that Rockstar hired, did do human intervention checking to get most of it out. So, but it's still like it wasn't enough. There's so many mistakes in this game. Look at his arm. Look, yeah, and there's one with the Patrick. One of the character models is like Patrick Star,
Yeah.
like a triangle. See you walking, the text is still there.
Yeah, if you just look at the comparisons, I mean, like, the graphics technically are higher fidelity, but it just looks so stupid. Like, I prefer the worst looking graphics. Just up the resolution, up the frame rate. But, oh my god. If you just watch the gameplay, it's disgusting.
It looks like The Sims. It looks like those like mobile game, like poorly made cutscenes.
Mafia City?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they put out a statement saying they're, basically an apology and that they're going to fix it and they have a roadmap and they're going to be putting out a update, a bunch of patches. So hopefully this game gets to where we all want it, but I'm not going to buy it until then especially because of the performance. I am not going to spend $60 for these old games just for them to run like garbage, look like garbage.
And they have features removed. I don't know if you remember. I forgot what features were removed, but one of them was cell phone cheats. They took them out. They took out the cell phone cheats, or something like that.
Oh no, it wasn't cell phone.
Limitations.
They were just button combination cheats. The cell phone cheats was started in like GTA 4 because you don't have a cell phone in these old games.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But they took out some cheats and I don't know. They also took out some things that were like offensive, but once whatever. The main thing is just how bad the port is. So I'm not gonna buy it until it's fixed.
Well, that's good that you're not gonna buy it because I got Cyberpunk 2077 on the PC.
Oh god.
And I failed to get my refund. It's kind of my fault because I know the 2-hour window, but I made a request to Steam and they just said, oh, you played more than 2 hours and you're stuck with this game. And yeah, Cyberpunk has new patches and all that, but that game is a hot mess.
Yeah.
That game, like, the hype died down so much. CD Projekt
Nobody
Red.
talks about it anymore. It really just destroyed
Dead.
their reputation. But
Yeah.
so this GTA is basically in the same position as CD Projekt Red now. They just completely destroyed their reputations for now.
Everyone was shitting on Rockstar for re-releasing GTA 5 for the new consoles. And a lazy copy paste. Oh, for the next generation, PlayStation 5, GTA 5. No, it's the same. Like there are PC mods that will destroy.
Yeah.
Any of what the hell the next gen consoles can do.
We will see what happens with that, because if that comes out and it's bad, or it's lackluster, or if there's barely any improvements, or if they make things worse like this definitive edition, then it's 2 strikes against them within pretty short span of time. So we will see. But this GTA definitive edition, garbage, unactualized.
They thought of making GTA 4 remastered as well. Nico Bellic comes out looking like a pile of clay.
Oh god.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my shit, man.
Well,
Nico.
god. Great accent.
No.
So that's basically it, I guess, right?
No, Rockstar, no. Why?
Trash.
Rockstar, why?